Raindrops from the sky. A person can slide down and try to hang. A ball thrown high always descends. And as fruits become ripe, it naturally falls to the earth. These natural phenomena have always been known instinctively by the people throughout the ages. But have you ever asked why? And that is exactly what Sir Isaac Newton asked back in 1666 when he saw an apple fall from a tree. It was then that he pondered over the question, if the apple falls from the tree, will the moon also fall towards the earth? 2 decades later, at 1687, he published his work titled Philosophiae Naturalis Principia Mathematica, or the Mathematical Principles of Natural Philosophy, commonly referred as the Principia, and here he mentioned the famously known theory of gravity.
According to his theory, gravity is the force of attraction acting between all matter in the universe, and that the strength of this force is relative to the mass of the objects and the distance between them. This means that the apple that Newton saw wasn't just pulled by the Earth's gravitational force. The apple also pulled the Earth towards itself until ultimately it came in contact. Newton further explained this with his law of gravity, where it states that any particle of matter in the universe attracts any other with a force that is directly proportional to the product of its masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them.
Using this formula, we can find out how strong the gravitational force there is between any two objects.
This means that the greater the mass of the objects, or the smaller the distance between them, the greater the gravitational force that they experience. This also indicates that the lighter the objects, or the farther it is from each other, the lesser the force of attraction.
If the Earth's mass become exponentially larger, its gravitational force would be greater, and the moon would come crashing down towards the Earth. If the moon becomes exponentially larger than the Earth would likely start revolving around the moon instead.
If the distance between them becomes smaller, the gravitational force would be strong enough for them to pull each other and make contact. If they become far from each other, then we would barely feel the moon's gravitational force, and the tides from an ocean wouldn't exist.
Gravity is one of the 4 fundamental forces of the universe. Compared to the others, gravity dominates every moment of our conscious experience. Without it, we couldn't even fathom how life can exist.
It is the reason the Earth stays in orbit around the sun, and why our moon is not crashing down towards us.
Because of the right mass and distance between these celestial bodies, we get to enjoy the right amount of warmth and light, as well as the waves created by our natural satellite.
It keeps the air that we breathe
and our foot on the ground. Gravity is one of the forces that holds us together.